What's happening? What's the business? This your boy LandLord from Alabama, back with another video. And today, man, I just want to talk about this Thanksgiving matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and your Las Vegas Raiders. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be a Turkey Day brawl. You know what I'm saying? A great way to kick off your Thanksgiving holiday. With the Cowboys on prime time. You know how we usually be every single year. So it's us and the Raiders, man, and the Raiders probably the only team that had more controversy than we have. They have an up and down roller coaster type franchise, just like we have been, like in the last few years, man. And this year was no different. They coach resigned. John Gruden had to resign because of some remarks, and he had to resign and step down from his head coach slash GM type position, man. So, they got a lot of stuff that they've been dealing with, and it's just a lot of drama going on over there in Las Vegas, man. And then you go back to the wide receiver, the Alabama alum, Henry Ruggs, man. He had the DWI, whatever, and had an accident and killed a person. So, it's been a lot of drama going on with the Raiders over there, man. And, prayers up for Henry Ruggs and the person that lost their life in that situation, man. That's just a lot to deal with. That's crazy. It's just prayers up for everybody involved in it. But like I said, man, it's just been a lot of drama with the Raiders, and some kind of way they still find themselves 500, 5-5 right now. So they've been taking their lumps and making a way to be better and still power through and win games. So let's talk about their team now. We went over the controversy. Okay, they leader Derek Carr. He's a pretty decent quarterback, man. He got like 3,000 yards passing, 16 touchdowns, and like 9 interceptions this year. So he's doing pretty well, man. It's not no world beater, but he's doing pretty good at his position. He's been traditionally, a pretty good quarterback in the AFC, man. He had a couple incidents. I think he had cried or something on the sideline, man. I can't remember what the event was, but everybody was joking on him, man. But he stepped back up and continue to lead this team and do pretty good. So you gotta give a shout out to Derek Carr, man. He's still been hanging in there, rolling with the punches. You know what I'm saying? Still leading his team. Okay, his number one target, if you ask me, is Darren Waller. Like Waller is a big time tight end this year, man. He got a lot of yards. He's a big time threat in the red zone. He's just a big physical type tight end, man. Like you're gonna have to play basketball, post up. He's gonna try to post you up and get in position and snag them footballs on you, man. So you're gonna have to body him up. You know what I'm saying? And fight for position against him because he for real with it. You know what I'm saying? He gonna really try to box you in and dominate you like what his name, Antonio Gates type wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? I mean tight end, but Waller is his number one target right now, especially with Henry Ruggs out. He really been, looking for that security blanket in his tight end. So, Waller's the number one threat. I put probably Javon Curse on him. You know what I'm saying? I want Curse following Waller, and I think it'll make it a hard day for him. You know what I'm saying? It'll kind of throw him off track and give him a little problem when he panic and try to look for that security blanket, and Curse got him blanket. You know what I'm saying? We need that type of energy and that type of matchup. I think that'll be best for us. So okay, they got two backs. You know what I'm saying? Two Alabama backs. In fact, like they got Josh Jacobs, and then they got Kenyon Drake. Both of them from my college team, Alabama, man. They both pretty good backs. You know what I'm saying? And they do running back committee. So, it's gonna be a little iffy, you know what I'm saying? One of them might get hot, one of them might not, you know what I'm saying? So we gotta be aware of which one of them backs they gonna feature this day. You know what I'm saying? So you never know which one they gonna feature. So you gotta have your P's and Q's, stay on your toes, be ready for either one of them backs to get hot. Because, Josh Jacobs is a pretty good back. He's the young one. And King Drake been out of college for like 3, 4 years, probably about 5 years by now. But he was always a pretty decent back. He was more like a kind of hybrid almost. Like he's kind of a pass catching running back, you know what I'm saying, out the backfield. So, he's kind of that hybrid, that Christian McCaffrey type running back. You know what I'm saying? Not that skill set, but he does catch passes well coming out the backfield. So, they do running back by committee, and we gotta watch them. You know what I'm saying? Make sure we keep them under wraps and make sure we don't let neither one of them boys just get off on this defense. Okay. They do have one wide receiver threat, and we know him very well. Deshaun Jackson, you know what I'm saying? The ex-Eagle. The boy is a deep threat. He's still blazing fast like he always been. He got released from the Rams, and it looked like the Las Vegas Raiders just came to scoop him up. So he always played pretty decently against the Dallas Cowboys, man. So we got to watch him. We got to make sure we don't let him beat us over the top or get deep on his defense. So, he does pose a pretty good threat, man. Still to this day, even though he's up in age, longer than the tooth, he still possesses a lot of speed, and he's still a threat to break through and go over the top of him. So we got to make sure we focus on him too, coming out there with wide receiver core. But they got a couple more targets, man. I know they got I think his name Ryan, something like that. He a 6'3" wide receiver. He's pretty big. You know what I'm saying? He get a fair share of targets coming his way too. So, I hope we don't sleep on these boys like we've been doing all the other AFC teams. And we need to be ready. Like my coach Pop had appropriate fear and make sure that we be ready for these boys, man, and come prepared. And don't think they just gonna lay down when we go out. You know what I'm saying? So I pretty much like my defense against this offense, man. They offensive line ain't that great. They ain't no world beaters either. They used to be good a few years ago, but it's not the same type of offensive line no more. So, okay. I like my chances what my defense can do against this offense. So let's move to their defense. And they got a stud coming out the defensive end, Max Crosby. And my boy Lyle kind of struggled last week, but this is a familiar matchup. What we're gonna have to deal with this week. Max versus Lyle Collins. So I hope Lyle eat his Wheaties this morning. You know what I'm saying? I hope he be ready. Hope he put his big britches on this morning, because it ain't no playtime this week, man. He gonna have to be ready. He gonna have to make sure that be protected coming out that end, man. So I'm hoping Lyle be ready for the challenge, man, because Max coming, and gonna have to be ready. So, okay. They do got another decent little linebacker, Denzel Perry, man. He probably gonna make a Pro Bowl this year, because he's been playing pretty good. He's been making tackles all over the field. So, he a key player to watch out for too. So, we're gonna have to keep him, what I'm saying, be aware of where he is at all times. And, they got the veteran, KJ Wright, coming from Seattle. He was a big time impact player over there in Seattle. Even though he a little longer in the tooth now, but he's still an impact player. We're gonna have to account for him and make sure, we see where he is, and we be able to expose him, because I don't think he can run like he used to. So we're gonna have to manipulate him with this offense and get us some positive plays in him. So, okay, we got KJ Wright, like I said, from Seattle. They do got a young safety who the Dallas Cowboys was looking at. I believe we might have brought him in for a workout a couple years back. Trayvon Morey. We kind of looked at him as a safety that we might have wanted to draft. And I believe the Raiders were before us, and they just scooped ahead of us. But he's a pretty good player, man. He's been doing this thing in the league so far. So he is someone to be aware of in that secondary area, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, and a little Cowboy dude, D-Law is very, very close to coming back. I hate he can't make this game because I'm just ready to see him and Michael get lined up on the same side, on a critical third down or something. It's going to be crazy. They're going to wreak havoc, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just itching to get D-Law back. Hopefully he'll be back next week or something. But, they saying he getting closer and closer. And, we finally got our left tackle back, Tyron Smith. Looks like he going to play. And I can't wait for him to get out there again because this line really been struggling from that last game. Like, without Tyron Smith, this is a whole nother offensive line. And I don't like how it looks. So we need to hurry up and get Tyron back out there. One more thing, CD, he was in the concussion protocol. It looks like he going to be able to play. All the signs point to him playing. They got him listed questionable right now, but I believe he's going to be able to make it. You know what I'm saying? He looked good. Dak said he was looking great out there in the workout today. So hopefully we can get CD out there, man, and, go for what we know and come bring this turkey home, bring this win home. You know what I'm saying? So, other than that, man, I go by LandLord from Alabama. Holler at me on all social sites with the same handle. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, the algorithm be trying to knock me off the rhythm. So I need y'all to help me grow the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, man. Help your boy grow this up, man, to where I need to be. And, other than that, you know what I say, man. 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.